Let's talk about silence today. Not the empty kind, but the sort that is filled with meaning. Imagine a theater, a moment before the curtain rises. The air is ringing with anticipation, with the energy of hundreds of people, and with the palpable presence of the great stories that are about to come to life. This meaningful, resonant silence is the perfect image for the woman I want to tell you about. Her name is Helena Norowitz. At 89 years old, she does not shout for the fashion world's attention. She makes the world hold its breath and listen. In an age where beauty is so often measured by youthfulness and social media likes, Helena is a quiet yet deafening answer to all that superficial noise. She's a great actress who first walked a high-fashion runway at 80, but her story is not some fairy tale about a second chance. Number. It is the logical, triumphant continuation of a life devoted to art, discipline, and a profound understanding of the human soul. For you and me, for those of us who know that true beauty is forged over years, like Damascus steel, the story of Helena Norowitz is more than just an inspiration. It is a permission to be ourselves in all our complexity and depth at any age. To understand why it is impossible to look away from her photographs, we must step behind the scenes, into the dim half-light of the theater stage. Helena is a graduate of the renowned Warsaw Theater School, a place where character and talent were forged. For more than half a century, the theater was her home, a world with no room for error, a world where every single night you must be reborn into your character before a live, breathing audience. The theater taught her everything that matters. It taught her the language of the body. An actress on the stage commands not only her voice, but every single muscle. Her posture, the turn of her head, the gesture of a hand, these are not accidents, but finely tuned instruments. When Helena poses for the camera today, we are not just seeing an older woman in beautiful clothes. We are seeing a perfect command of the body, honed over decades of rehearsal. Her pose is not a pose. It is a silent monologue delivered by her spine. It taught her the art of the gaze. A model often offers the photographer a blank canvas. An actress offers an entire universe. Within Helena Norowitz's gaze lives the experience of the hundreds of roles she has played. The tragedies of Antigone, the comedies of Molière, the dramas of modern playwrights. Her eyes do not simply look at the lens, they engage it in a dialogue. In them, one can read wisdom, irony, sorrow, and a boundless dignity. It is the gaze of a person who knows everything there is to know about life and is not afraid to show it. It taught her to understand the essence of clothing. She has spent a lifetime studying how a costume shapes and reveals a character. For her, an outfit is not merely a piece of cloth. It is the hero's second skin. Therefore, when she puts on the creations of avant-garde designers, she doesn't just wear them. She inhabits the character that the garment suggests and fills it with her own story. She transforms fashion from mere presentation into high drama. Her acting past is not just a line in a biography. It is the very foundation upon which her present-day phenomenon is built. She didn't become a model at 80. She has been an artist her entire life. The camera and the runway have simply become her new stage. The story of her discovery by the fashion world is in itself like something from a film. Well into her retirement, she appeared in a short music video. Her remarkable presence and aristocratic air caught the eye of a few young designers. And so, at an age when most people are taking stock of their lives, Helena Norowitz was offered the chance to start all over again. Just think of it. Her decision to say yes was an act of profound inner freedom. She was driven not by a desire for fame or money, but by a pure artistic curiosity. Could she, an actress of word and movement, master the new silent language of high fashion? It was a challenge that only a person of her mettle could accept. And she didn't just accept it. She established her own rules in this new world. She did not try to look younger. She did not flirt with the camera. She brought to the world of fashion what it was desperately lacking: Authenticity. Her face, lined with wrinkles like a map of a life fully lived, became her greatest asset. It told stories that no young model ever could. The designers were ecstatic. At last, they had found not just a clothes hanger, but a co-creator, a personality. The style of Helena Norwich can be described in a single word: intellectual. It is built not on bright colors, but on the purity of its lines, the quality of its fabric, and the impeccability of its cut. She gravitates toward architectural, almost sculptural forms, cocoon dresses, structured coats. Her clothes do not cling to the body, but rather create a space around it, highlighting both the fragility and the strength of her frame at once. It is the choice of someone with nothing to prove. Her monochromatic palette, black, white, gray, is not born of boredom. It is a deliberate choice. It is as if she wipes the canvas clean of all superfluous color so that we might see what truly matters: the play of light and shadow on her face, the depth of her gaze, and the texture of the fabric. But her greatest accessory is intangible. It is her dignity. Her straight spine, her calm, elegant hands, her slow, deliberate gait. All of it creates an aura of self-respect that no amount of money can buy. She doesn't follow fashion. She simply exists alongside it, and fashion itself seems to conform to her presence. She teaches us that elegance is the art of stripping away the superfluous, leaving only the essential. Helena's story is a profound message for every one of us. It tells us that creative energy has no expiration date, that curiosity and a readiness for the new are the true elixirs of youth. It tells us that the decades we have lived do not weigh us down, but enrich us, turning our experience into an invaluable asset. She's not calling for all of us to become models at 80. She's calling for something else entirely: to look upon your own life as the greatest work of art, one that you continue to create every single day. Your experience is your most precious script. Your wrinkles are not the signs of fading, but the musical score of emotions lived, of laughter, of tears, of contemplation, and of love. Your wisdom is the very spotlight that can illuminate your truest beauty. Through her own example, Helena Norwich quietly but firmly says, "Do not be afraid of your age. Befriend it. Collaborate with it. Allow it to become your greatest ally. And when you do, you will discover that in your own personal play, the most captivating act may not have even begun. The curtain isn't falling. It is only rising on a new and most interesting act."